Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Heart's Frontier. I'm Kate, and if you are new, then welcome. Welcome to this Heart's Frontier, where we expand and explore everything beyond our hearts. And if you are returning, then it's so good to have you back. So I am going to do 3 readings this week because I'm filming them all now, so I trust that they'll be done. And yeah, we'll see if anything else happens. But what I decided I'm going to do here, what I heard, is I'm doing a weekly energy reading, a pick a card reading, and then also leaving space for if a twin flame or love connection reading comes up. I'm not so crazy about making a whole big scene about it being twin flame specific, because I know that even if you don't identify with a journey like that, you may find yourself in different parts of these love readings. So I think I'm going to call them love readings. I may end up switching back and forth. It's a little bit of like, I don't know, it's just hard to put words to things, right? So sometimes a specific word, when I see it translated by other forms, it tends to take shape differently. Honestly, if you don't really know much about twin flames, this is not going to mean that much. So let's go on to the weekly energy reading. So what is going on in the collective for people who are listening to this video? What is going on this week that we need to keep in mind, keep in heart, and keep in body? Let's do a body, heart, and mind. Maybe that would be a fun way to do this. Body, heart. Oh. Okay, I'm getting the feeling like actually it's difficult for you to connect to your heart recently. So it might be that it's like, it just feels like there's a bit of a block. And, you know, we all go through that. We all go through certain times in life where our heart just feels like a little more closed up, a little more blocked. Society, like the way the world, the 3D world operates around us, is not so easy on the heart, right? So it makes a lot of sense why sometimes it's just too much and we need to close down. And like what it looks like when you close down your heart is, you know, maybe things feel colder, or you feel detached, or you have a void of feeling. You don't really feel much of anything. Or it may be that things you used to feel different, and that may be, you know, something going on with your heart there. So weekly energy, body, we're getting Freya, which is phases and cycles, and also truth. And I'm loving that there's both a crow and an eagle here. That's pretty cool. And both at night. So I am getting the sense like I've been also hearing that there's been a lot more insomnia, a lot more lack of rest. What I'm thinking is like agitation, maybe like at night, overthinking or having a lot of energy. I know I, you know, frequently am feeling like I just am getting so much energy or so many emotional and energetic downloads at night. It's a time where the veil is thin, right? So at nighttime, it's a lot easier for our spirit guides, our hearts to be open, our minds to be quiet, right? Like when you're tired, you're not putting up as many defenses. So it's a lot easier for spirit and energetic communication to come in. If you haven't noticed that yet, you'll probably start noticing that now, that when you're sleepy, it's a little harder to protect your energy and like deflect things. And it's also a little easier to receive the communication without judgment. So whichever side of the coin you fall on that, you know, anywho. For body, it's saying there is a beginning within every ending, and illusions are revealed and released. So I'm getting the feeling also like if there's something about your way of operating in the world right now, your way of moving through things that has been feeling off, it feels like you're feeling addressed, like you've taken, I don't know. It's a really weird reference. So I don't know, this might make sense for someone, or it just might make someone laugh. I don't know. But you know, those little like glasses that have little like sunglass, I had these when I was younger. They were like little glasses that when you popped them this way, the sunglass pieces are still there, and they're really weird looking. And I didn't need clear glasses, so I don't really know why. They were just like a gimmicky thing. Anyways, that's what I was seeing. It's like you're taking the shade off and just seeing clearly, seeing clear color. So you were seeing before, but now you're seeing with clear color. It's becoming technicolor. Okay, so the illusions being revealed and released, I feel like it might be that you just face something. So it might be like oh, I've really been wanting to do this with, and I'm honestly hearing a lot with like physical fitness. I'm hearing a lot with the body. I'm hearing like detox. So maybe that you're just sort of feeling in need of like a cleanse, or it might be that you're feeling like this week you can get truthful about what it is you want from your 3D, from your reality, because that's also body, right? Anything that we're interacting with in the 3D. Okay. So it's like, yeah, body, heart, mind. All right. So heart was transformation and also divine healing. So I'm getting actually the feeling like if your heart has been blocked recently, but for some of us, it has shifted recently and opened, and some of us that's about to happen. So whether it's shifted for you or not, you're either breaking out of the chrysalis, chrysalid. I think it's chrysalis. You're either breaking out of the chrysalis or you're, oh, this is really interesting. I'm getting like a lot of throat interruption right now. Okay. Sometimes there's just too many things happening at once, and you got to say, listen, we're just going to pause and be in the body. And so, if I'm doing that, that's just wanted to explain. Okay. So the transformation card, this is what is happening with your heart. So it feels like there's actually like an expanding happening. So if that's why I say, if you have not had that happen to you yet, and you're like, oh, that's not for me, just know that for you, that's actually coming soon. We sort of travel in waves. So even though we're a collective, it's like some of us catch it first, some of us, and it changes, it changes. So for this, I'm feeling like the transformation that your heart is going through is that it's opening, but you're opening also becoming more sensitive. And so it's sort of that kind of like, awakening opening where you wake up, but it also hurts your eyes because it's too bright. Like there's something like uncomfortable about the awakening that you're going through. So Hilarion Divine Healing says, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal, and your light can support others. So that's a very positive thing. I'm getting also the feeling like a lot of people, and I know a lot of people who have been really inspired lately. So if that's you and your heart is starting to open up, please allow it to continue softening. Like when you feel this open place, that is what we're attempting to maintain. Like, is that not the best way of feeling? The only reason that you could tell yourself that that is not the best way of feeling is because at some point in your time, in your life, and many points, you've had that openness, and then something, you've reacted to it, and it's caused you to create that block again. So, and it may be that block needed to be created for safety. I'm not saying you always have to be in this pure open-hearted. I mean, I can't be. We're not all possible or capable of doing that. But the goal is to stay as open-hearted as possible, right? So if you're getting more sensitive, that's a good thing to be acknowledging and not to be pushing aside, because this sensitivity is what's going to increase your intelligence, really. If you can perceive and pick up on more things, if you're actually more sensitive to things, then you also understand more because you're picking up on that information. Hope that all makes sense. Hope that relates to what's going on with you in your heart. I believe you're increasing sensitivity. You might feel both sides of that, but I want you to remember that opening your heart is something that is, of your highest interest, really, genuinely. Okay, now on to the mind. And for this, I'm actually feeling like it's like the mind as it connects to source. So I don't know if I'm going to continue doing readings this way. Who knows? There's lots of light interactions happening too. Okay. But as far as the mind and, mind and above is concerned, you can think of it like root and sacral chakra. If you know the chakras, root and sacral chakra is your body, right? And then moving up, that was when we were talking about your heart, and in this area, talking about heart and how we interact with the world. And then up here would be, what's going on, maybe spiritually, internally, upwards, and also just mentally. Okay. That's what I'm thinking anyway. We'll see, guys. So we have Mother Mary, love and peace, which says, let go of the need to be right, choose peace, and mother healing is possible at this time. And then we have this lovely card, New Beginnings. So this is interesting. I'm getting the sense like this week collectively, we're walking towards a period of time where we're going to feel like new and inspired. And kind of when you feel inspired, it's because you have faith that something good is going to happen, right? Like we kind of understand that when you get an inspiration, even if it's, say it's an art project, right? You get inspired, someone dreams up a painting. So they see this painting in their mind, and then you get really excited. And that excitement is the thing that, we're attempting to like hold on to the whole time. But what I'm being told is that our minds are actually allowing us right now this opportunity to just be in that new beginning phase, no matter where we are in the stages. So it's not only just getting new ideas, it's just seeing everything that currently exists as newer. So the same stuff is just going to start having new perspectives put on it. And that's because you're choosing a peaceful route of thinking instead of choosing a chaotic or confrontational or critical way of thinking. Critique isn't bad. It's just, it's got a time and place. And sometimes we get into over-functioning mode, and that over-functioning really ends up making us inefficient, doesn't it? Anyone who's ever overthought something in their life can understand how inefficient that feels at the end of it. You go, why did I spend all that time, Okay, oh, I love this. We have 2 animal cards to guide us for this week, and that is where I'm going to leave off this reading. I liked that little well-timed notification that just came in on my computer. Okay. So these are 2 birds that have come in for me loud and clear. One of them has been coming in, and when I say coming in, I mean into my awareness, into my mind and psyche. One of them has been popping up a lot lately. So I do believe this is a collective energy. Just like I said, we were going through that whale energy before, this is an owl time. So I think we've been going through an owl time for a little while here. I don't feel like it's going to go on for a super long time anymore, but I do feel like we've been in it a little while. I just didn't really mention much about it. So this is the owl spirit. It says, you see clearly now. So isn't this so on point for what we're going through this week, which is finding clarity, removing the veil, and seeing things clearly, seeing things in Technicolor. Like I said, seeing things with a new lens. Also, I'm seeing lots of colors, rainbows, and I'm really just getting that Technicolor reference that's like taking something from black and white to Technicolor. And then sandpipers. There's lots of sandpipers here at the beach. So I just think these are really cute. And it says, be playful. So above all this, without making anything too serious, I've really felt this whole vibe for this week is keep things light. Like just try not to get in the way of yourself feeling happy and just enjoying what's currently coming in. If you're starting to feel little hints of inspiration, just allow them to breathe a little longer. Don't say, oh, that's cool, I'll get to that later, like swat it away. Say, okay, what is that? Bring it in and really let yourself dream. That's honestly, it's one of these big pieces of support and advice that I give people, but I don't believe that the way we speak and interact with each other in this world, people allow for a lot of space to dream. Like a lot of people don't like hanging out in the hypotheticals or the intangibles. So it's like you only really talk to people about something when it's ready. But sometimes it is nice to just be in that dream space within yourself. It does not need to be shared. You can be in that dream space within yourself and really encourage it. But because we're not used to speaking it, it's like we don't have that relationship with ourselves internally to do that. So if I can invite you to be playful with your own things that you're inspired by and dreaming of this week, just to not put too much pressure on lining up that action right away. That's the best. That's the best I can give you. That is what it feels like this week. So thank you, everyone. This has been your weekly energy reading. Did want to mention, if you're still here, there are readings. You can book them down below, one-to-one services with me. And so any time you need some support on your spiritual journey in whatever way, even if it's for health reasons, for, emotional or psychological, you just like the way I think about things, so you want to sort of get some perspective, that's what you can use these for too. I'm trying to explain a bit more about these sessions because the people who know, and the people who just trust me, but for those the other group, I'm trying to tell you a little bit more about it, even though it's a little intangible as well. So there are love readings down there. I'm doing love and relationship readings for a special price for February because you might as well, it's winter, I might as well just revel in love stories as much as I can. So that keeps the mood bright. That is, I think, it. And I will have more to announce as time goes on, I'm sure. But until then, we will see you soon.